Good morning, everybody. You can start.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, so my name is Rachel, and this is Wednesday comic review for Bankston's, and I'm with
Carter.
and
Abby.
Now, so crazy Wednesday thing happened. Diamond Comics had a trucking failure, and our comics are going to be 24 hours behind. We're so sorry, but we have an amazing deal for you today, and we also love that Abby's with us today, so she can tell a little bit about what she's published recently, and it's just going to be so awesome. Okay, so to start, I'll go ahead and just mention that the sale is 25% off of any trade paperbacks in the store.
All right.
So I had to have my baby, my Rick and Morty Volume 1 here.
Yes.
It is the small trade paperback, not the hardcovers. And then Infinity War, and that's rad. That's a big, thick
It is.
paperback,
So old
25%
school.
off, guys. This is a great time for Christmas presents and that book you've been waiting on.
And if you missed out on Black Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love that we're having a sale after a sale. This is great.
Yes.
And it feels good.
And two of my favorites, Black Hammer and Batman the Long Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Great reads.
Yes. I mean, and then we just have tons of other great ones. I mean, I know everything that's been going on with Doomsday, you know, and Watchmen, Star Wars, X-Men, Saga. Saga, that's always one like,
Yeah,
hey.
there's always so many great reads.
Yes. Okay, and
And
then
Descender.
Yes.
This is highly...
Oh, yeah.
It just blows your mind.
It blows my mind, and not enough people here are checking it out.
Yes, it's a great sci-fi
It's such a
story.
great sci-fi story. If you're into sci-fi and maybe some AI stuff, this
Yes.
definitely hits the AI button.
that's awesome.
Got the space button. It's watercolor art, which I find really cool.
That's
You can even
Yeah.
see the texture.
There is the texture, and the main character, he has a dog robot named Bandit, and it's the cutest thing ever. He has a screen for a face that has like Tamagotchi-looking
Like
expressions.
little emotions?
Yes,
Yeah.
little emotions.
And
so
Tamagotchis are out this year.
they are. It's coming back. It's coming back.
Ooh.
But you've got to check this out. At least come and pick it up off the shelf and take a look at it.
Yeah,
And,
and it's beautiful. It's
it is.
beautiful.
You
All
will
these
like it.
books, I mean, if you're struggling with an idea for a Christmas present, going with a volume 1 of any of these books is an amazing choice. An amazing choice. So just come in and ask us for some help and we'll walk you around. So that is kind of what we're reviewing today because we don't have the books, but don't worry, they'll be here soon and we'll get you all taken care of. So come in for the sale today and see us. But Abby, tell us a little bit. She is a wonderful local customer of ours. We just love you so much, and we love what you're doing.
Thank
we
you.
love what you're doing. You're so amazing. So tell us who you are and what you're involved in.
Sure. So I'm Abby Garrett. Some of you may know me because I'm a 4th generation Wacoan. I've been really involved in the community since I graduated from Baylor. Longtime customer of Bankston's again, so I love these guys and I love what they do. And as a vintage collector, they have so much stuff that you guys should check out. So a lot of you antiquers, you need to stop by here because they may have what you're looking for and you just don't even know it. So I am actually a STEM communicator, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And so STEM fields could include something like engineering, computer science, even being a doctor, being a math professor, researcher, whatever, STEM. And so I go around into schools and talk about STEM fields and the importance of them in our society and in our evolving world, but particularly spaceflight, as you can tell. So one way that I communicate STEM and the importance of it and try to engage people with what's going on in spaceflight today is through art. So like I design mission patches, some of them for launch companies, some of them just for my art fans, and I also recently wrote a children's book.
Yay!
This has been a long time coming. I completed this well over a year ago, and it's a long story, but I'm so glad it's finally out.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. I self-published it, and the story behind it, people are like, why did you anthropomorphize rocket parts? Which is, as you
Yeah.
can see,
I love
to
it.
like put faces on them and bring them to life and their characters and they have personalities and they talk and all
Well,
that
we
kind
do
of
it
stuff.
to cars and airplanes,
We
but
do.
not enough people focus on the fact that this like took us to a world beyond our,
Right.
you know, I mean, just beyond what you can imagine.
Right, and it currently is, and some people aren't totally aware of it. So we're in Waco, Texas, and just 30 miles or so down the road is McGregor. And some people don't know. They hear the loud rumbling engine testing. But a lot of people don't know that McGregor, Texas has a heritage of rocketry. And so it originally, they had this huge ordnance plant that housed I think it was Cold War or World War II bombs.
Wow.
Cool.
Rocketdyne, a legacy rocket company, used to test there some of the space shuttle engines, I believe, and a few other companies, but right now it's SpaceX. Yay. And people hear the rumble of the engine test. You may hear this sound and not know what it is.
Yeah.
Shake some houses. A lot of Baylor kids, they'll hear it, but they're like, "What is that?"
Yeah, it's quite far away from
don't
them,
be
so-
afraid. It's not an explosion or anything like that. It's actually rocket science. It's actually really, really cool. SpaceX right now is revolutionizing spaceflight by creating reusable rockets, which makes access to space, us getting to space, on a regular basis and inhabiting other planets, things like that. It makes it a lot easier because it's cheaper, it's more affordable. The rocket, instead of throwing it away after it launches, comes back down, lands, and can be reused again. Because imagine if you were flying from DFW to LA, and then as soon as you got to LA, you chunked the airplane.
Yeah.
Brand new airplane, you just chunked it. It was a one-time use thing.
Well, and, you know, I mean, it's recycling. I mean, we don't want to litter space like, you know,
That
we've
too.
littered anything else. So when you bring it back and can reuse it, you're not going to end up with, you know, flying through space one day and you've got all this stuff knocking out
Yeah.
of the way. Because
Yeah.
it's happening. It's real. Isn't that crazy? Like,
It
books like
does.
Descender,
Eventually, space junk does kind of deorbit and
Thank
burn up in the
goodness.
atmosphere, but it may stay up there for a few decades.
Yeah.
So
You
there's
never
some
know what we
historic
could
stuff
do.
up there.
Yeah.
So, but reusing rockets is changing the industry. It's changing our future on Earth and abroad to other planets, colonizing Mars even, or the moon again. So this book, the whole reason I wrote it, I came up with this main character, Merlin the Rocket Engine, while I was listening to a test from McGregor. And though this book is heavily inspired by SpaceX, it is not an official SpaceX book. I don't work for the company, I don't represent them, I don't speak on their behalf or anything. I'm a STEM communicator, I talk about all rockets, not just one company, and you won't find the word SpaceX in this book, okay? That was very important, and talked to the company and worked that out.
But
So
your inspiration, you know, somewhere local, I mean, that has to be expressed. That's amazing.
hopefully
you know?
this will resonate with you guys. And my whole goal behind this, whether you live in Waco, McGregor, or some other country even, is that next time you watch a rocket launch, you feel a sense of connection. You resonate with all the work and the effort that engineers and dreamers have put behind what we're doing today, and so that it feels more like a collective accomplishment rather than just, oh, SpaceX or NASA or ULA accomplished this thing. It's we accomplished this thing as humanity, and we're progressing. So the book, I'll just show you some inside art. It's completely hand-drawn. And that's actually what it looks like sometimes coming back down through the atmosphere to Earth.
I just love it.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so cool, like a little chart.
Yeah, I guess so. There are some kind of detailed diagrams that it's just basic rocketry stuff. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to give a nod to each engineering team and take you around different sites, not just the launch site, which everyone knows. There's also the testing and the manufacturing behind things, and individual people. So this is sort of just an educational tool, but also an entertainment tool, and hopefully inspirational. It's not just for kids. Most of my orders have come for adults who want it for themselves. So I think it's perfect for a space fan, especially if you're local, or especially if you like companies that reuse rockets. So,
Well, I mean, because we all as adults love the comics. So now where can we find it?
you can find this book right now at abbeygarrett.com/books. So that's 2 B's, 2 R's, 2 T's, abbeygarrett.com/books. You can find it there. I'm shipping everything out in-house, literally out of my apartment. So it's actually, the book's done really well and it's sold out a couple of times, but I have more in stock now. Maybe one day you'll find it at Bankston's, and maybe one day you'll find it some other places. I also have some comic strips, and you can actually see some of my work for free on my website. So there's abbeygarrett.com/comics. There's abbeygarrett.com/free coloring book pages. There are several things. So peruse my website and see what kind of free stuff you can get. And there are some previews of this book if you'd rather take a look inside before you consider purchasing it for a space fan or yourself.
No, I want it to be a surprise. I'm getting it for both my kids, and I'm getting it for us because I didn't know a lot of the things you just told me, and that's awesome. And you've definitely, since talking to you, opened my mind up to a lot more of this cool stuff.
That means
so
a lot.
I definitely want to read a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so we know where to get it. We know who you are. We love that you came. We love our customers so much. So guys, come in and take part in this 25% off today only.
Yes.
Great
And
Christmas gifts.
yes, come on, Christmas shop. It's so much fun. I'm getting the spirit already happening in the store.
Already here before
Bows
you
are
know
on
it.
things. I know. All right, guys. Thank you, Abby, again.
Yes.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Amy.